Well, hello again. Pastor Fred here. Happy Monday. And today is the last and final installment on how to get the most out of your weekly attendance or your church attendance or your church worship, some things you can do to get the most out of those things. The last 9 is today, no particular order, of course. Here's a biggie. If you're not sure about something, if you have confusion about an event or a ministry, ask your pastor, ask your staff. Find out what's going on. They'll be glad to share it with you. I have an old saying that people are down on what they're not up on. So just ask. They're transparent. They do it all in the light. They'll tell you what's going on. Don't go away saying there's secrets. No, there's not. Just ask. Next, do not allow gossip to guide your Christian walk. They say the Christian army is the only army that shoots their wounded. Don't talk about brother so-and-so or sister so-and-so. The old saying, if you want to talk about me on your knees. Pray for them, but don't gossip about them. That can bring the house down. Next, respect quiet zones. What that means is this. People worship in different ways. And I know I'm speaking to myself here. I can be loud. I can be energetic. I can walk in like, hey, good morning. But sometimes you see people sitting in a corner, carved out a niche for themselves, some alone time with the Father, kind of give them that space. So respect their quiet space once in a while. Next, use grace when dealing with conflict. Use grace when dealing with other people. Martin Luther said it best. We're both receivers, recipients, and givers of grace, okay? So offer up that grace. Let the grace lead when there's issues or conflicts with other people. Next, fast. I said it right. Fast, okay? Spend some time in fasting and praying throughout the year. I have pastor friends that fast 1 day a week. I have people that fast for a whole week. I fast solid foods. My wife fasts social media. Find that thing which you can give up for a while to add to your prayers. And fast for a while. It will be good for you as a believer to deny yourself some things and to carve in and say, Lord, I am fasting and praying for this person or for this ministry or for this thing. It'll be good for you. Next, share your faith. Now, you shouldn't have to say that. Believers share their faith. I had a pastor friend of mine who said, all preaching is reminding Christians what they already know to do. Share your faith every day in every way. Verbally, non-verbally, how we act, how we react, how we drive, how we respond. You ever heard someone say, it's not what you said, but it's how you said it? Yeah. Share your faith. Be the hands and feet of Christ every day. Have a life verse. That means dive into the scriptures and find a verse that epitomizes your Christian walk, okay? Find that, memorize that, share that. Mine's Galatians 2:20. I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. So find a life verse to apply it to your life. Next, create a daily devotional spot. Okay, I meet here at my desk right here early in the morning. King David said, early in the morning will I rise and meet with you, O Lord. I get my coffee. I come to my desk. I have my Bible, my highlighter, my pen, my paper, my journal. I've been journaling since 2003. Write down your thoughts, date it, put the time. I can go back 10 years ago and see what was going on in my life and how God worked in my life. So give him some devotional time. Give him some spiritual time, some reflection time. Do some journaling. It'll be good for your soul. And lastly, number 9, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, okay? That means do what God has gifted you to do. If you run in your lane and you do what he's gifted you to do, as we always say, when you go to church to volunteer, it's not something you have to go do. It's something you get to go do, okay? So stay in your lane. When it comes to spiritual gifts, you've heard me say it. All have some, none have all, okay? So use the gifts God has blessed you with. Don't be envious of her or jealous of him. Why can't I do that? Why can't I do that? You do what God has gifted you to do. So hopefully these 3 parts will help you to get the most out of your Christian walk, your spiritual journey, your weekly worship, and your church attendance. Pastor Fred saying, I'll see you in a few days. Get out there and share your faith.